Hello, and welcome to the Venue Coach Blueprint for Owners. I'm Kyle Labar. This podcast is all about helping you fill your wedding venue with more bookings, earn more from each one, and keep your customers happy for a long time. We'll also talk about some tough times and big lessons that I've learned along the way. Let's dive in together and make your venue the best spot for weddings. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Venue Coach. And today I'm piggybacking off of last episode's revenue streams and upselling. And I wanted to talk about how to introduce those items while you're talking with your prospects and with your clients. And so, really, this is going to be a short one. I have talked a lot about building the value first before asking for the close. And so one thing that I've noticed some managers get distracted with and some owners get distracted with is thinking that all of these upsells are features that are going to convince the couples to book with you. And in my experience, I haven't seen that really be the case. Now, they do want to know about the amenities, the core amenities of your venue, but a lot of the times they're not really looking for those upsell items and they're not interested in that right now. So there's the caveat is they're interested in those things but not right now. And so remember when we were on the tour, we want to keep the tour as the focus. And what I mean by that is we want to keep the point of the tour as the main focus. And the point of the tour is to get the booking. And so once they've already booked, signed the contract, paid the deposit, then let's talk about the upsells. And so there's some things like obviously on the tour we'll show them our photo booth. And because it's part of the package deal, right? So that's adding value to the package deal. So if you're taking some of your upsells and putting them all into a package to then upsell and have as part of your value add, then show it, but have it part of the tour. So let's let's say, like I said, with the photo booth, our couples go and they take a picture, they interact with it, they press the button, the picture prints out, and then they see, oh wow, this is really cool. Yeah, we definitely want this, right? And now that adds value to the core package, which is the booking. Because if we just talked about the photo booth and said, hey, yeah, it's really cool, where is it? Oh, it's put away, then what are you doing? Like, it's not like you want it to sell it and you're selling it so you can sell the package, right? So it might be that you have like a portable lights that you put out. Well, you could have those out and have them showing and flashing and pick the colors and do all that and that sort of thing. Or maybe it's marquee letters and you put their letters out and it's got that lit up and things like that. Like that's really cool. And so sell those if they're part of your core package when they're doing the tour. If it's not part of the core package and it's just upsells after they've booked, then remember that that's for when they have already booked. It's after they've paid the money, signed the contract. We don't want to distract them from the main thing, which is booking the venue. So if your upsells aren't part of your main package and you're not going to show them off to heighten the experience of your venue or of the tour, then it's not worth talking about right away because they're not ready for that. So keep the main thing, and don't push the upsells too soon. But get them once they've committed to you by money, like paying the money. That's when we can start talking about upsells. And we present it. It's not pushy in any way. It's hey, we have these things available to make the space even better. If you want it, here's what it costs. And then let them make the decision. And if you price it right, you should be getting like 80+% of people who will book that thing as long as it's priced right. And and so we want it to be high converting with the price, and you'll find that there is a balance. Like you can raise the rates and get fewer people, but if it's something like the photo booth, you really don't have to deal with it, or the lights to put out, that sort of thing. You don't have to deal with it, so you may as well be bringing in more money. And if you have to play around with the math on the numbers, but it might be in your best interest to keep the price a little bit lower to get more people in. It just depends on how much you charge and how well it converts, that sort of thing. So that's something that you would have to figure out, or figure out with a coach if anybody's coaching you on that. But beyond that, I shoot for high conversion on it, just because we've already captured them as a client. And so, because you already have them as a client, they're more likely to add these other things on, because now they're looking at all the add-ons, all the vendors, all of the different things to enhance it. So, hopefully that was helpful and makes sense in terms of why we want to delay talking about add-ons, especially if they're not part of the core offering. But if you thought that this was useful, please share it, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next one. I'll have more tips out on the next episode.